You know, yes. Yeah, I started at a young age. I left California when I was 16. I turned 17 driving through Texas, and I was on the way to the East Coast to go racing. So, you know,
How did that start, Doug? Well, I mean, was there somebody in your family? I mean, were you a kid? Did your uncle race? A dad race? How did Doug Richards? How did you? Were you passionate about cars at a young age? Where did you find the interest? How did all that work?
well, when I was in high school, there was PE, physical education, and there was metal shop, and then there was auto shop, and then there was metal shop aid, and then there was auto shop aid. So naturally, it just sort of flowed easily around the automotive side of it. And um, to be real honest with you, in my neighborhood where I lived at, a guy named Ken Neighbor. He ran Watsonville, Antioch, and all that out in California. Well, he ran figure eight and all that. Well, of course, I went down there and started hanging around him, and we're looking, just helping out, doing this, doing that. And then finally, a friend of ours, we all went to high school together, and he started dating Lana, which was Lana Osterlin, which was the introduction to Rod Osterlin and the start of that whole team there. And that's really how that whole thing came together. So the other key element in that is Rod had these resorts and things like that out in California. Well, Roland Walotica also ran modifieds when we were in San Jose Speedway. Roland laid carpet for Rod in these developments and things like that. So that's how that acquaintance came. Well, when we all decided to go racing, it was Roland Walotica was running the team, myself, Dave D'Ambrosio. We all started working on this team, putting it together, bought a car. Very first car we bought was back in the day when Lenny Pond was driving. It was number 54 and had Pepsi on the side. That was the very first race car that we bought to start our Osterlin racing adventure. And out there in California, we bought that. Roland was a motor guy, Bob Burham, he also helped us on motors. But we bought a moving van trailer. Roland Walotica and his dad designed the ramp system. So when we showed up on the East Coast, we were the first ones to bring a transporter that could haul two cars. And it was a cable and ramp system, not hydraulics like we have now on a lot of the trucks. But we built it all. We installed it. I remember rolling up there, working the welder, and I was on the floor pushing the pedal for the power side so he could heliarc the nuts into the side of the walls to bolt the cabinets on. And I mean, it was quite a deal. And then to just show up on the East Coast and like, okay,
Wow.
we're racing, right? And here
So
I am.